Welcome to Transforming the Toddler Years, a Core 4 parenting podcast for conscious, cycle-breaking parents ready to turn toddler tantrums into teachable moments. Hi, I'm Cara Terrell, a lifetime lover of littles, mom to 2 grown and flown girls, and an early childhood educator. Through the show, I teach you my collaborative parenting methodology for nurturing your little human's mind, body, and spirit. Because how you connect and collaborate in the first 5 years is how you raise happy, healthy kids who grow into the best version of themselves and find true success in school and life. But before we dive in, I would love if you could do me a favor. Could you scroll on down, rate the show after you listen, and leave a review, ask a question, suggest a topic? This will help me know how to better serve you, who to bring in. It will also help friends find us, other moms who need to be hearing what we're talking about together.
Welcome back to the podcast. Today, I want to share a story with you about a kiddo who lied to me, and then told the truth to someone else about lying to me. Some of you might know that I do some early literacy reading and writing tutoring, as well as work with you as parents and do teacher trainings in school systems. And I work with this one kiddo who is just really special to me, and I'm blessed that the principal of his elementary school and his teacher both agreed that it would be okay to use their kindergarten classroom for our tutoring time. I mean, this is ideal in so many ways, right? It's a space that he understands and feels really comfortable in. It's a space that's, quote, his, and quite honestly, possession sometimes is the gateway that allows kids to feel really confident and available to learn in other ways. It's why when you have play dates and you do it on your home turf, your kiddo is more like, yeah, I got this because this is my space. So we were doing our tutoring and, I make it fun. We play games. We move our bodies. He's a high energy kid. So you've got to make sure that all of him is moving, not just his brain. Because when his body is in motion, his brain actually is available to learn more. And so he popped over behind his teacher's desk and opened this little treasure box thing and took out a tiny skateboard. And I asked him, I said, that looks like it might be a special treasure box. Is this something that you're allowed to take out of there? I don't know the rules of his classroom. I'm a guest in their space. And he looked at me and he said, oh yeah, I can take this out and play with it. It's fine. It's fine. I can have it. Now, one of the things that you know about me is that I don't make kids prove that I need to trust them. I inherently trust them until they prove that there's a reason for me to question their words and question their choices. And so I said, okay, I trust that you're telling me the truth. Great. Zoom that tiny skateboard around while we practice. I flipped open to a page in his alphabet book and showed it to him. And as he was making the sound that went with the letter, he's zooming this little skateboard all around the room. Fast forward to 24 hours later, when I get an email from his teacher with his mom copied on it. Did he take a skateboard out of our treasure box when he was working with you? I'm curious because, and here's the best part. He told me that he lied to you about being able to take one out. Now, When we were done working together, I asked him to return the skateboard to the treasure box, because I am a former teacher and I get that that's probably something you earn over time. No idea if he had earned it. And so I said, okay, I trust that you'll return that to the treasure box. I'm picking up some of our materials. I believe that he's done it. He's told me he's done it. Flash forward 24 hours, I get this email from his teacher. Read the email. Oh my goodness. I sat in my home office doing a couple of things internally. One, I felt ashamed. Yikes. I felt like I was someone who supported him to make this choice. But secondly, feeling a couple of things. Oh my goodness. I laughed and cringed at the same time. What an incredible opportunity to take ownership for something he knew was not right. Right? He took that skateboard home. And that evening, it ate at him that he had taken that skateboard home. He knew, even though I didn't necessarily know, he knew it was not the right thing to do. And he owned up to it. He told his teacher, I lied to Cara. And then he brought it back to school. It's very easy in these situations to vilify our kids. Why did you do that? You know that was wrong. You knew that you didn't get that until you earned it. You knew that it's your teacher's job to go into that treasure box. Preaching at them what they knew doesn't help anything. So let's dissect why he lied in the first place. Well, from his teacher's email, we know how desperately he was waiting for his turn. And he saw an opportunity. And in this opportunity, he knew he had somebody with him who loves him, trusts him. I've been part of his caregiving journey since the day he was born. He knows I love and I trust him, and he knew that I would believe him. The challenge here with making that decision in the moment is that it's an impulse control decision. We can know something isn't right and choose it anyway. Isn't that true for all of us? But impulse control for 3, 4, 5-year-olds is not a fully functioning skill yet. Impulse control requires a level of cognitive dissection. It requires a child to look at both sides of the choice, to predict the outcome of both sides of the choice, and then to compare that decision and its outcome with their knowledge of right from wrong and the morals and the values and the compass that is being designed for them through their caregiving team, parents, teachers, and in this case, former nanny and tutor. It's really easy. That instant gratification that I can get away with this until that inner compass doesn't allow them to get away with it. Now, I haven't seen him since the day of the skateboard from the treasure box. So when I see him again, attacking him with an I'm so disappointed in you, you knew better and you did it anyway, does no good. It makes him feel small. My words make him feel wrong for following an instinct. But what he did on the other side was so right. We do make mistakes in this world. We are challenged by the ability to stay true to our morals and values all the time. And because what he did on the other side was so right, that is what I want to talk about.
So next time I see him, I will say, did you know? I heard you told your teacher that taking the skateboard out of the treasure box was not the right choice. I heard you told the truth. You must feel really proud about truth telling. And chances are he'll look at me and be confused because he expects me to punish him with my words because I'm an adult for what he did wrong. Instead, I'll ask him, how did it feel when you had that skateboard at your house and you knew you weren't supposed to? Instead, I'll support the long-term decision making, and I'll forecast and say, next time that you have an opportunity to take something that isn't yours yet, what do you think you'll choose to do? Trust is a tricky thing, and we want to develop not only a relationship with our infants, toddlers, and preschoolers and kindergarteners that is built with mutual trust, but we need to use our words to help these little humans start to build trust within themselves. A little self-forgiveness and a feeling that the next time they will make a different decision. I know this is so challenging because our linguistic wiring and our social experience from when we were young, and perhaps even right now as adults, is that people expect us to do the right thing all the time. So when we do something wrong or make an instinctive decision that we regret, we feel persecuted, both internally and externally. But you're here because you want to change that for the little humans in your life. So I hope that this example and this episode has been a really good model for what was a clear opportunity to lay into a little kid for doing something wrong, and instead how to talk to them about the fact that they did something wonderful on the other side. And you might be saying, well, what if they don't fess up? What if they don't feel that internally? Well, you have an even cooler opportunity to teach them what is right, what is wrong, what impulse control can be, and what they struggled with, and to create tiny opportunities inside their day with you to practice. And you know what? They will do some of those really well. And that's your chance to have this conversation. That's your chance to celebrate with them and teach them that inner decision-making process, and then align it with the feelings that come afterward. Feelings of worthiness, feelings of pride, and feelings of, I did the right thing. Until our next episode, continue to stay mindful and proactive as we transform the toddler years.